What are you afraid of? This is Paul Allen Clifford from TrinityDigitalMedia.com, and that's the question I want to ask you today. What are you afraid of? A lot of us live in places where there's really not a lot to fear, but yet we're still afraid of a lot of things. When I was in high school, I used to say that I only had two fears: ending up unable to communicate, just in a hospital but fully awake, but unable to interact with people, and not getting a date to the prom. Now, I got a date to the prom, and I'm not dead yet, so I don't know about the other one. But really, there were a lot of other fears that I had. Fears that I was unable to articulate. I was afraid of meeting new people. In fact, to this day, if you see me in a crowd, please come and introduce yourself, because I'm still trying to get over the fear of introducing myself to other people, which is really crazy because for some reason people tend to like me when they meet me, but I still have this like elementary school fear in the back of my head where I was bullied. Fears are real things, and they prevent you from doing what you really should be doing. One of the fears that I had was if I went out on my own, if I became an entrepreneur, if I started writing, I wouldn't make enough money. Well, as it turns out, right now I'm not making enough money, and that's okay because it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. My wife hasn't beat me within an inch of my life. There aren't people knocking on my door with guns. None of these irrational things that were going on in my head actually happened. So that's the lesson for today. I want you to stop and ask yourself, what am I afraid of that I don't need to be? And I want you to overcome that fear. Now, that's easier said than done. So here's the concrete way: take a small step. I've talked in earlier videos about taking small steps, and I really believe that that's the way that you do it. You just take one little step towards overcoming your fear, whatever it is. Let's say you're afraid of cats. Put a cat picture in your house. You do not have to look at it. Someone else can put it there for you. That's fine. Now move it closer to you. Just become familiar with your fear. Eventually, you might have to make the leap and actually touch a cat. But in the beginning, just familiarize yourself with the thing that you fear, the thing that you irrationally fear. Now, I'm not talking about being afraid of jumping off of a cliff without a parachute or some other means of stopping you from dying. That's a legitimate fear. I'm talking about the irrational ones that keep you from doing your dreams. I want you to attack them. Attack them today. Today is the day to quit being afraid. Do that, and you can go out and change eternity.